it's Miss Julie from Miss Julie's Virtual Preschool and Crafts, and I'm here to do a live story time for you today. But before we get started, please click the subscribe button and you'll be able to see all my exciting videos I make just for you. All right, well, today is President's Day, so I thought I would share a President's Day story with you. The story is President's Day by Anne Rockwell. President's Day is when we celebrate the birthdays of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. They were born both in February many, many years ago. They were both very great presidents of our country, the United States of America. Grown-ups vote every 4 years to choose the President of the United States. Each person votes for the person he or she believes will make the best leader. They don't all agree, so whoever gets the most votes becomes president. We decided to put on a President's Day assembly program, telling the rest of our school some things we learned about some of our presidents. We worked hard getting ready, painting and cutting, stirring and cooking flour paste, and tearing up strips of newspaper for paper mache. Sam, Evan, Sarah, and Miko were the mountain of paper mache we made. Hello, everybody. We are Mount Rushmore, they said together. The faces of the presidents, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, are carved 60 feet high on our hard granite cliff. Now each of these presidents will tell you a little bit about himself. I was George Washington. That's because my birthday is the same as his. I was born February 22nd, 6 years ago. But George Washington was born more than 200 years ago. Good morning, I said in a deep voice. I led the American people when they fought us to be free from the King of England. We won, so I was elected the first president of the brand new country called the United States of America. Abraham Lincoln was very, very tall, and Charlie was the tallest kid in our class. I am the 16th president of the United States, he said. I kept the United States together when it split in two. A house divided against itself cannot stand, and I meant it. We fought a long war and kept our nation together, and that's why it's called the United States of America. United means many stick together like one. Nicholas is a good writer who can always think of just the right words. When he came on stage wearing a red wig with short pigtail and back, he sat at the desk writing with a pen made of a feather. Everyone waited patiently while he scowled and scratched his head, crumpled a piece of paper, and tossed them into the wastebasket. Finally, he cried out, "At last, it's done." He stood up and bowed to the audience and said, "Good morning, my name is Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. I wrote something called the Declaration of Independence. That is why we wanted to be free from England. It's pretty good if I do say myself. He started to read and wrote, but suddenly Jessica came galloping out on a hobby horse. Good morning. My name is Theodore Roosevelt, but you can call me Teddy. I'm the 26th president of the United States. When I was a kid, I was sick a lot and couldn't go out and play. But when I grew up, I was healthy and strong and loved the outdoors. I wanted a lot of things for this big, beautiful land and always to be wild. And that is why we set apart more land to be national parks and plant and animals could always be wild. Pablo and Emmeline came out on stage carrying a long mural they had painted. A giant redwood tree is the Grand Canyon, Old Faithful spouting, and animals in the Everglades. The rest of us joined them: Mount Rushmore, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt on his horse. We bowed while everyone in the audience clapped for a long time. Back in the classroom, we had an election. Everyone wrote name of someone who would make a good leader on a piece of paper. I wrote Pablo's name because he's smart and never mean. We each put paper in a box. Miss Madoff counted the votes. The person whose name appeared most often would win the election. Guess what? I won, just like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt, and today's President of the United States, President Biden. Now I'm the president of Miss Madoff's class. When I grow up, I want to be the first woman president of the United States of America. Wouldn't that be great? After all, I have the same birthday as George Washington. That was a great story to learn a little bit about our presidents if you didn't know much about them and why we are celebrating President's Day today. I hope you enjoy it and come back next time for story time with Miss Julie's Virtual Preschool. Don't forget to subscribe.